So the thumb. Thumb's not that hard. I'm going to kind of even take this process. I'm going to toss in fin for finger. Pinky. Yeah, so it's a little bit easier. You can see the entire name. Take off the X and then add in the X. I don't know why that's all of a sudden 2. The numbering system got really weird. Oh, because there's a 1 over here. So you can see I'm just tossing in garbage to change the name completely. Then I go back to the mid. Right. So I'm going to take my thumb over here. Let's duplicate this. Take the thumb joint, apply the parent constraint without maintain offset, and it aligns it pretty well. Type in thumb. And now let's get the controls in the right spot. As you can see, the controls are kind of all over the place. I'm going to hit Shift P, kind of pull them all off. And let's give a little rotation here, increase the scale on this guy. So see the pivot point's way over there. So I'm going to undo that, center the pivot point, and then scale it out. So here's the base thumb control. I just have it kind of cut in for the thumb. I'm going to duplicate that and move it over here for the palm. So 1 for each side. Let's come over here and name it palm. Let's come back to the second thumb, reposition it. I like to bring it out here. And then the tip. Tip's the easiest one. It's like the other ones. I'm not the biggest fan that the thumb joint is coming to that spot, so I'm going to come back to here, hit Control A, and I want to bring it in on my Y. So, click in the joint orient, hold down Control, and that's a better placement for the thumb. Get all the pivot points in the right spot. I'm going to do a quick double check. Make sure the joint, like just gonna, if you pick a different spot, you'll be able to see if you snapped it like too low, like you snapped it to a vert instead of the center of the pivot point of the joint. So there's my thumb. Save the scene. I'm going to select all of them, not the group node. If you want to hit rebuild, feel free to hit rebuild. I just knew that first one was a group node. I'm going to freeze these guys out. I'm going to create a group node for the palm. So I'm going to select the palm joint. So palm joint to the group node. Parent constraint without maintain offset. Let's delete that. Change pivot palm. Palm control attached to that, hit P. There's some values to it. Let's freeze them out. So there's your palm. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the entire thumb. Normally the thumb isn't as straight. Like I haven't really run into have a thumb that straight. With a lot of models, they usually build them out at an angle. So you normally have to do one per joint. So I'm going to do 2 more group nodes, because the first group node's over here and it's already realigned. So let's select this group node, that group node, that joint to this group node, parent constraint without maintain offset. Second one to there, same thing. Hit G to repeat, and then change pivot thumb 2. Just copy that and paste the next one. 3. There is actually values in there. And now let's take the thumb tip to the third one, the second one, the second group node, and the first control to the first group node. Select all your controls, freeze them out, and there's your hand. Let's assemble it. Select my, turn off the ability to select joints. Ring, and then pinky to the palm. That way you can kind of collapse the hand this way. Index, pinky, index, mid, palm, thumb, wrist. I like to do it in that order because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I also did that not in the best way. So for one thing, I haven't assembled my thumb, so I've gotten ahead of myself. So undo that selection. So let's assemble the thumb before we start attaching the thumb in. So thumb 2 goes up there, thumb 3 goes to there. Make sure that all the group nodes. And it's probably smarter to select the index group node, the mid group node, the palm group node, and the thumb group node, and attach it to the wrist. I don't know why I have extra group nodes. Let's delete that. I'm just going to double check. I know why I have extra group nodes. Because I attached these controls to the palm. So I'm going to have to keep undoing. Or if you want to just reconnect them, select the, so here's the mid, which should be named ring. Take that control for the ring finger, attach it back there, the pinky to that group node, and now let's select these guys properly and attach that to your palm. There's my palm. Attach them to the palm. Let's assemble your thumb. And now all these guys, you can actually, if you want, just select them this way. But like I said, I like index, mid, palm, thumb to the hand. Now they're all connected. And all the controls, if you select them, let's turn off the ability to select geometry. If you zero them out, should not move. Nothing moved. Yay! Sometimes you forget. Again, I didn't do the parent constraints to all the controls. You guys know how to do that. Just use maintain offset. Select the control, select the joint, parent constraint. Next video I'm going to flip this over and kind of show you how to, you have to do a little rebuilding. It's not hard, but I just want to show you quickly.